going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Saturday does indeed go as planned. We cash our ticket. We move on. We are now one wager away from completing our nice little 4X bankroll builder that I put together here for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs for you guys. If you're new to my channel or you haven't yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Definitely get the likes up. Cash that ticket for you guys. Show me a little bit of support with the likes. The more interest, the more people that subscribe and like these videos and leave comments below, it gives me incentive to do these type of videos more often. And I plan on bringing back the whiteboard, the official whiteboard winning free picks for college basketball. That'll be when football completely comes to a close. So you guys can look forward to that in the future. And like I said, if enough likes get on today's video, I'm going to consider doing some bankroll builders for college hoops. So you guys can look forward to that. Of course, today's video is going to be Sunday, man. We got some games here on Sunday, and I got a ticket. I got a ticket ready. I think it's going to hit. It's going to complete this bankroll builder challenge, and everybody's pockets will be a little bit healthier. So all is good, guys. Just a quick reminder before I bring up FanDuel here. These are my recent numbers coming into the week. Of course, I do have premium plays. I'm adding a few more for Sunday. If you guys want my best picks for these Sunday games, math is math. I mean, it's unbelievable what I've been doing in football. 6-1 in the playoffs, up double-digit units. I've won 5 of my last 6 weeks in the NFL, almost up 35 units. 5-1 in my last 6 max plays. I'm 7-2 in my last 9 bets in the college football playoff. We have the college football national championship on Monday. So it is a really, really good time to hop on my premium. I'll just add you to the text list. You sign up. It doesn't matter what package you get, week or month or year. It doesn't even matter. I'll add you to the text list and everything will get sent right to your phone. You're going to get the plays, the odds, and how many units to put on each individual play. If you can just copy the text and stick with it long term, you're just going to be a happy camper, man. Everybody is just up so much money over the past couple of months here. It's really been quite a run. So definitely consider that. Let me share the screen with you guys. I'm going to bring up FanDuel. We're going to build this ticket. I'll get you the play, get you in, get you out. All is good, man. Here is FanDuel. Let me come back over here, though, and I'll drop this down. Make sure this is all good for you guys. All right, let's start with this Rams game, man. By the way, weather. If you guys aren't, I mean, if you're under a rock, if you're not aware, we're getting snow, man. We're getting significant snow in this game. It's going to be quite the weather scene. And I do think the picks I've chosen on today's ticket are definitely correlated with the snowstorm. So we're going to go down here, guys. Let's go down to an alternative point spread and an alternative game total. I do this in most of my tickets. Now here we're getting a little bit more aggressive. You guys know I like to kind of get a lot of points in my back pocket on these. But we're going to go Philly, and we're going to take Philadelphia plus 4.5. I'm really confident that the weather, this California team on a short week going cross country, I think this game sets up pretty nice for Philly. I'm going to be very surprised if Philadelphia doesn't win the game, but we're going to take 4.5. Maybe there's a scenario where the Eagles are up 3. You know, maybe they're playing with their food a little. They're up 3, or maybe because of the snow, it's just a close, low-scoring game. And you know what? Miraculously, the Rams get a game-winning touchdown. And, you know, the Eagles that were only up by a field goal, they end up losing by 4, and we're still saved in a scenario like that. So I'm going to take the Eagles plus 4.5 as our first piece. We're also going to go down here. We're going to look at an alternative point total. We're going to show more, and we're going to go way down. This is one where I almost didn't even, I wasn't even going to take this, but we got to throw it in. Too much value, 57.5. This is a lock. This is a lock. We've already seen the total drop on this game. I am, like I told you guys specifically in the last video, because the last ticket had an alternative under in that Chiefs game. And I told you I'd be perplexed if it got above 50, if it got above mid 40s. Well, guess what? The under cashed. I did have the under as a straight bet in premium. So I was very, very firm on that under. But this is kind of the same thing, man. You throw in the snow, you throw in Matt Stafford outdoors, you know, not in a dome environment. Statistically, his numbers are really, really bad in this situation. In Eagles defense, that's good. Again, the snow, Saquon running the ball, like, I don't know, man. I'm going to be so unbelievably stunned if this game also gets even into the mid 40s. I don't think it's going to get there. We're going with 57.5 because of the snow. Sometimes you get some fluky plays, a lot of turnovers, fumbles. People can't hold on to the ball in the snow. Sometimes you get like big runaway plays or special team scoring. So there might be a couple wild card plays in this game that actually boost up the point total more than expected. So we're going to go extra safe, but it does boost our payout nicely just to throw this point total in. 57.5 is safe. Anything in the 50s is safe in my opinion. So we got those, and I think that's it for this game. No, it is not. It is far from it. We're going to scroll over here, guys. We're going to go to rushing. And this is square, man, and I really thought this over, and I was like, do I really want to put this in? Absolutely we do. We're going to go rushing. We can see here Saquon. His rushing is at 111. They set him at 111. That's wild. Not Jalen Hurts, my bad. Saquon Barkley, 70 plus rushing yards. 70. They're going to pound him. And I watched specifically some of those Buffalo games in the snow, like this game is going to be. And the significant advantage actually goes to the offensive player, because when you're on offense, you know where you're going to cut. A lot of people think snow and they think, oh, well, you can't pass the ball, you can't run the ball. The offensive players, whether it's someone running the football or someone on a route, running a route, a receiver, if you know where you're going to go and it's snowy and slippery, that's one thing. If you don't know where the guy you're trying to defend is going to go and it's slippery, it's like you're on ice skates. Significant disadvantage for the defense in a game like this. One single run from Saquon Barkley in a game like this could easily be 50, 60, 90 yards. I mean, he's going to have some big explosive runs in this game. And with the snow, with the conditions, in a game where I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be ahead, he's just going to get a huge workload here, guys. We can actually look at his rushing attempts. Go back up here and show you these rushing attempts. He's at 21.5, and it's juiced over. So let's just say he gets 20 attempts. He's only got to average a little over 3 yards a carry to get a 70 yards. So Saquon Barkley, 70 plus rushing yards. Is it another 100 plus game for him? I think it's very, very likely he goes over 100 in this game. We're going to take him for 70. And that's all we're doing from that game. Scroll back down here, go to this Baltimore game, and we are going to go back over to rushing. And we are going to look at another player who I love in terms of playoffs. He just comes alive. Lamar Jackson, 25 plus rush. We all know with any brain cells, the Bills are going to focus on Derrick Henry. I mean, if you want even a prayer to beat the Ravens, you got to stack the box. You have got to slow down Derrick Henry. And in the playoffs, when you don't have to worry about like a full season ahead of you, worrying about saving your body, we've seen these quarterbacks come alive. We saw it with CJ Stroud in that Chiefs game. He was pretty mobile. Josh Allen in this game as well. I expect to have a lot of success on the ground. But Lamar Jackson for 25 yards, I'm going to be really, really surprised if he doesn't go over 50. He's going to have a big part in this game. It's going to be cold. They're going to be running a lot. And that option with Henry, Lamar's just been pulling that out and running around the edge and really getting some yards. And with his speed, we've all seen him get 25 plus yards on a single run, a single breakaway run. So Lamar Jackson to get us 25 yards on the ground. Let me just double check here. Let's go back to the main page. Let's go to our point total. Not points. We're doing both actually, point spread and point total. We're going to scroll way down here and we're going to take the Bills at plus 11.5. Look, I get it. The line flipped from the Ravens to the Bills, or the other way, Bills to Ravens. We all saw it go through 0. The Ravens are now the favorite, but the whole world's on them. And at the end of the day, these are the games that we have yet to see Lamar Jackson get it done. Do I think the Ravens are going to win this game? They have the better roster. Their discipline hasn't been good, but this is still a road environment. They are on the road in Buffalo, Sunday Night Football. Maybe the Ravens get it done. Maybe the Ravens move on and they get over the hump and they get another shot at Kansas City. But by over 11, I mean, even if the Ravens are up 3-4 and they get a whole nother, like a breakaway Derrick Henry touchdown at the end of the game, the Bills are going to be competitive at home, man. This is going to come down to a field goal. I truly, firmly believe in my heart that whoever wins this game, whether it's the Bills or the Ravens, it is going to be a one-score game. It is going to come right down to the final seconds. It's going to be one of the more entertaining games in NFL playoff history, in my opinion. So Bills at home catching double-digit points at minus 700. I think that's a steal in terms of putting that in the parlay. And we're going to come back up here, actually go down a little bit. We're going to go with a point total as well. The wind is not going to be too bad in this game. The wind's not going to be too bad, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. This Ravens defense coming alive. Buffalo plays with energy at home. Derrick Henry, they like to pound the rock. I mean, everyone got mad at the Ravens when they went away from the running game. It's really become emphasis to run the ball and stick to what works for them. Their defense has improved. I expect a lot of ground game from both teams here. And it's hard to believe that this is really going to get much past 50 points. 27-24, 24-23. That's where the game's going to end. It's going to be tight. Both teams are going to be in the 20s somewhere. We're going to take an alternative under 68.5. Why do I like 68.5? Well, if you look at it, if you think about it in terms of score, let's say there's more scoring than we expect. Let's say there's a pick six, a kick return, some extra things, quick points that we didn't really take in to account. Think about scores. Think about all the scores that still stay under this threshold. 31-27 under, 31-34 under, 37-31 under. Anything in the mid to low 30s per team is still under this total. This is going under 68.5. That gets us to exactly plus 100. I'll show you the ticket on the screen that I locked in. And this is coming home, boys. 4X bankroll builder. Let me know, out of these legs, there's 6 of them. Which do you think is the most risky? I'm dying to know in the comment section what you think is going to ruin this. Is it what I just added? Are the Bills and the Ravens just going to get in a shootout? And is it going to be 80 points, 40-41 or something? Anything's possible. It is sports betting. But I really, truly believe in this ticket, man. I think this one's coming home. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.